If you're watching this video, maybe you're struggling with decorating your house or just love interior design like I do. Find yourself watching the movies and paying more attention to the houses than the plot. Always on Pinterest, always on Instagram, just looking at other people's spaces, or like me, rabbit holes of TikTok, just interior design focused. Whatever the reason may be, I wanted to share some tips that I share to my friends, family, some of my followers on how to decorate a place that's worthy of the big screen or Pinterest, or just something that's timeless, chic, and you won't get sick of, and you won't end up in one of my ick TikTok videos if you watch those. My goal is always to make a home timeless, or at least have pieces in your home that can transition between your moves and won't go out of style really easily. Not only does it save money, it helps the environment because you're not always getting new stuff, getting rid of old stuff, and saves you stress. Like, how annoying is it when you move and have to get all new stuff? Let's avoid that. That's why I think getting good, essential, timeless pieces as your core furniture pieces is a good technique for someone who's not great at design, or even if you are, I think this is a universal concept. Maybe this is easier to understand if you apply it to fashion. You can't go wrong with a good pair of jeans or a nice leather jacket or a white t-shirt. It's almost impossible to find a flaw in all those if they're high quality and look great. Apply that to furniture. Have a really great base as a couch or a dining room table or a headboard, and then get playful with the things that aren't $2,000 and aren't huge in making a huge statement in your space. Again, with area rugs, dressers, maybe those don't have to be the moment, and you can come in and style them and make them more personal to you. Throughout all the decades, a nice simple couch, slipcover sofas always are in style. And if you have a sofa you don't love, get a slipcover. There's a bunch on Etsy. This also applies to dining chairs. I've seen on Etsy slipcovers for those. And if your house is modern, if it's old, if it's farm, if it's mid-century, a simple sofa kind of fits in with all those styles. So you won't be having to, and trust me, I've made this mistake. When I first moved to LA, I really wanted that cool LA couch moment. And I got an orange Mario Bellini dupe sofa from Home Depot. And I sold it within weeks. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was trying so hard with my space, and it ended up just being literally awful. Yeah, just having a timeless couch, coffee table even, dining room table, dresser, and headboard. Those pieces I would focus on getting just more simple and high quality. Use the thrift stores, use Facebook Marketplace. You can find real wood things for the same price as IKEA. And don't knock IKEA. IKEA has a lot of good basics. I think if you're gonna go IKEA, do the basics. The best is a great resource for making your own media console, storage cabinets. I think they look great. Honestly, these built-ins that came with my apartment, they could be an IKEA Besta unit. This is a concept that I'm gonna apply to a lot of design elements throughout my TikToks, YouTube, and my Substack. Please go subscribe to my Substack for newsletters like this, straight to your inbox with links that you can click on. I think it's gonna be really helpful for some people. If you go simple with your items, I don't think you really need to spend that much money. I'm gonna apply this again to fashion. A $50 beaded gown from Amazon, you're gonna be able to tell the difference between that and one from Prada or right off the runway. But a Tom Ford suit that's $5,000 compared to a $200 one from Macy's, you can't really tell the difference. I mean, sad truth about life, the more you pay for things, usually the better the quality, but honestly, just you could get away with making it look super nice and not spending $1,000 when it comes to these furniture pieces. So get them secondhand. Use IKEA for their simple pieces, and it's gonna be a great base for your home. And if you're lucky enough to be renovating a house, building a house, flipping a house, I would say apply this. If you're not really into design, obviously exceptions to every rules. People do maximalism, great. There's statement tiles that look great. Color, I love color, don't get me wrong, but if it isn't something you're committed on spending a lot of time on, or you don't really necessarily have that natural eye for it, which is so fine. It's kind of like a personal trainer. I don't know how the body works that way. A private chef, I can't cook. There's people that are better at things. So I would just, when in doubt, go simple and timeless, like a subway tile or I don't mind a white kitchen, or just go simple with the flooring, because it's gonna make your space look good throughout the years. And with every style change, trends that come in, or things you acquire, it's gonna be a good backdrop for those. So let's say you have the good base now and it's time to bring in your personality. Your space should be a reflection of you. You should curate your space custom to you and things you like, not just because they're trendy. Again, talking about those ick TikToks I make, I don't know if you watch them, but if you do, then you would know that 90% of them are those overly trendy decor that lack meaning, I guess. Those homes you see in movies are layered and curated and on Pinterest, things brought in through family heirlooms, travels, things from thrift stores, antique markets, gifts from friends, or things you make. That's how you're gonna make your space custom to you. And take your time with it. Do not rush. I think there's such a pressure to have a space done super fast. Your space should never be done. Bring in new things as you find them. If you go on vacation, if you find something on the curb, bring them in if you like them. Take your time and be intentional with it. And that's a big thing. Intention. Be picky. Having good taste is about being selective, being intentional, not reactive. Don't just bring things into your house to fill that shelf. I mean, books are a great thing to fill a space, but make sure they're a topic you like. I have some fashion magazines up here. I have a lot of stuff on photography and mostly interior design because those are subjects I like. But if you're a chef, if you love to cook, get cookbooks. There's so many books at the thrift stores about art, photography. I just thrifted a bunch for my sister. I'm gonna give to her, and she loves wine. So it's a bunch of books about wine, and she might actually use them, and I hope she does. An important thing you can remember, basically with everything in your life, fashion, a beauty product, even people, honestly. What does this mean to me? Do I really like it? Why am I getting this? Why am I spending my time using this? Why am I spending my time looking at this? Why am I just spending my time with this object or person or piece of clothing in my home? It's just be intentional, because there's no use in something taking up space and taking out money from your wallet and sparking no joy. If it doesn't mean anything to you, why do you have it? I think maybe some people just think, oh, it's just decor, but I don't think those people are watching this video, so I don't really have to worry about that, but who knows? Another key thing to remember when designing your home is match the vibe of your home. I think getting older, I have learned to understand that some things don't suit you. And I'm gonna relate a lot to fashion and personal life. It's like in modeling, I see a lot of those Gucci and Saint Laurent models that are 6'4", bone skinny with crazy cool mullets. And I've tried and pressured myself to get to that point. I've tried those haircuts, and then it took a while and being more comfortable with myself to realize that's great for them. I can love it for them, but does it mean it suits me? Doesn't suit my lifestyle, doesn't suit my body shape, my face shape, my hair texture. And that's the same with homes. I see a lot of people taking their modern spaces and forcing them into this old Victorian style. Or if you have a suburban home and you're bringing in a lot of organic materials like timber and lime wash, it just doesn't really match. I mean, again, exception to every rule. I'm sure there's someone out there doing it great, and cheers to you, because I bet it looks amazing. But I'm trying to give some tips to, again, the people that maybe don't have the time, effort, knowledge to invest in design. It's just, I would just avoid it altogether. If you have a more mid-century modern home, bring in some mid-century modern elements. If you have a classic suburban home, go classic with it. If your home is really modern, use some more classic furniture pieces and bring in some organic textures through decor, artwork, textiles. And I don't want this all to sound so serious. This should be fun. So if you're not having fun, that's your first issue. Make decorating your home fun. Don't be stressed that you have to fill a wall. Don't be stressed that you're not having things other people have. Take your time and make it fun and make it authentic to you. Play with color if that's what brings you joy. Bring in a hot pink sofa. Who really cares? It's at the end of the day, doing what you want is gonna make your space a space you love. I think that's just a thing that people apply to other spots in their life, but not this. It's like if you are around people that you don't enjoy, then you're not gonna enjoy yourself. So if your home is full of stuff you don't enjoy, you're not gonna like it. I know there's some people that don't have a lot of money, obviously, that don't have thrift stores on every corner like you do in LA, have a weak Facebook marketplace. Reality is a lot of people don't travel the world like these people on Architectural Digest or in the movies to get things to fill your home with. But that's why it's really important not to compare your space to anyone else's. Like I've said, I commit a lot of time to this and I neglect other aspects of my life. Like I said in one of my other videos, my running shoes have holes in them, even though I run almost every single day. I would rather spend that money on a coffee table book, literally. So comparison is the thief of joy. Take your time with things. There's gems everywhere. I used to live in Colorado. I'm from Connecticut. I've done road trips and I make sure to stop at least one thrift store everywhere I go. I went to New Mexico and brought a tote bag home full of bowls. So it's just, you can find it, take some time and make it fun. Spend a day, go get coffee, put your favorite song on and go explore. There's always tag sales, there's estate sales, and hey, if you find something really cool on Amazon or online that you love, no harm in that, because If you love it, that's all that matters. Remember, you're the only constant in your whole life. Go into that individuality. Don't do what everyone else is doing. Try to make it what you like. And I know it's easier said than done, but taste is about being selective, intentional, and having a point of view. So if you have good taste in your home, that's what's gonna make it look beautiful, and that's what's gonna make you love it for years to come, and not always constantly getting rid of things. It's gonna save you coin, it's gonna save you time, and it's gonna just be a good spot. You're gonna have fun in your house. You're gonna love to have people over. Or if you don't like to have people over, you're gonna have fun by yourself. So just hopefully these tips they're not too complex. It's not that serious. Just really, it's not, because it only gets serious when we kill the environment and we're going broke for our homes. So just don't do that and you're set. I hope you guys found some of that helpful and inspiring, and you want to go revamp your space a little. Just have fun with it, and follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and subscribe to my Substack. I'm gonna have stuff about home, fashion, life going on there, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. So again, that's why I really want you guys to subscribe. Bye.